So this is definitely something that I'm very passionate about. As I said, I've been a host since 2014, and Dtravel is really bringing together my two passions, which is vacation rentals and hosting, and then cryptocurrency and Web3. So we basically provide a direct booking tool so that hosts can easily create a direct booking site and then send that to guests to book directly with them. And the problems that we're solving really is about that payment and ownership piece. What we saw during COVID is that because there were all these cancellations and people couldn't travel, a lot of hosts um, who had bookings and were relying on this for income for running their businesses were left in a really difficult position because now they didn't realize that revenue because of all the cancellations, and they had no recourse and nobody was traveling, of course. And luckily eventually the industry did come back really strong. But I think what hosts realized out of that is that they didn't have control as long as they were relying on a platform. And we see the same problem with creators as well, is that when you are a creator and you don't own the relationship between your fans and yourself, you actually you don't own that relationship, and so you're fully reliant. And so I think there's been this big shift, not just with the hospitality industry, but just creators overall, where they're realizing that they actually need to go off platform and have that direct relationship with their fans and with their guests, because only truly then do they have full control. And so what we do is we offer a one-click smart contract deployment so that hosts can easily deploy their own contract without knowing any tech experience or knowledge. And then they basically own that smart contract and can accept payments. And that basically removes the intermediary so that no one is holding on to their funds. But then it also means that they actually truly own their payments, because even if you rely on a service like Square or Stripe or PayPal, they can at any time take that access away from you. And that happens all the time for different reasons. And so what will happen is that because the host really owns their payment flow, they will always be able to stay in business no matter what happens. And then finally, again, one of the really big benefits of Web3 is that community members get a share of the benefits. So we give TRBL tokens as rewards to our hosts, guests, and community members if they contribute value to the ecosystem, so that as we grow and we get bigger, then our community members also benefit from that. And I saw a question here. So no need for Airbnb and their 30% intermediary fees. Yes, that's exactly the problem we're trying to solve. We believe that hosts should be able to have better relationships with guests directly, and be able to remove that intermediary and pay less fees, both for hosts and guests, because I don't know if anyone's booked recently, but the fees on all of these platforms are getting pretty crazy. I actually will book a hotel over, say, something like an Airbnb, because it ends up being the same price or even cheaper sometimes for me to book a hotel. And so we're really trying to solve that problem. And as a host myself, I face this problem too. So I think that it's just really powerful that we're able to empower hosts to, and guests actually, to have a better experience overall. Wow, 30% fee in Mexico. That's crazy. Okay, we should definitely talk. You should definitely reach out to me then.